So something that's kind of nice with the Genies too, which I do like on these particular models. All right, here's your model. I like that the card's separate. I do like that. I like that if this thing fails ever, you can pull this card out and your antenna, right? It just comes with it. You don't have to get all the remotes as long as this doesn't fail. Which, really nothing ever in here fails. We never have problems. We've only did 2 circuit boards out of many years that we've installed these. Probably over 10 years now. There's kind of a look, you know, you got your open. I don't think the camera's going to pick that up real well. I got your open, close, stop, ground. Got your photo eyes in here. You have this display. It's got a light on it. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the digital stuff, but I do like these. They work. We have 0 callbacks. I do like the brake assemblies on them. Brake assemblies are really strong, and you can adjust them too. You can turn the sensitivity up or down on them, which is kind of nice for how hard, if the door you want to drift a little bit or really slam or stop hard. Pretty nice units. Something that's kind of nice about the Genies too is, for whatever reason, I don't know what they use for technology on it or how they get away with it. The photo eyes don't care how you wire them up, basically. Now, I always try to keep stuff pretty simple and basic for myself. This stuff's got the wire to strip in here. There it is. There's the cord. Strip this wire back a little bit. But what I'm getting at is that basically, you know how like LiftMaster, you got to do the white and red wires, or I'm sorry, the white and black together. Genie doesn't have that. It's just like you hook them up, and as long as they're hooked up, they work. They're not real sensitive to that weird stuff, kind of like the LiftMaster. So like for me, I just put my photo eye, like the red on top of the photo eye down there on the ground. Way down there on the ground. Yeah, your photo eye way down there. I do the red on top, black on bottom. Did the same over there, red on top, black on the bottom. Up here, I haven't been keeping any kind of rhythm to them. I just go, you know what I mean? So like I'm gonna do, I think I kept them kind of close. That's why I'm not stripping these back too far, because I don't really need to make much of a mess in here. But like what you'll see is I'm gonna do, basically, I'm just gonna keep red to red. All right, it's pretty simple. It's low voltage. It's hard to mess up. So I'm just gonna do red to red, black to black. And in here, they always do like their standard, I don't know if it's like standard safety or T-beam or something. They always kind of got weird verbiage to it. And you also have a chart in here that'll show you, you know, so we're going to OBC, STB, you know, just got the beams there. So that is kind of nice about, they're not as picky. So like for me, I'm actually going to go on both sides. I'm not going to wrap them together. What I was doing, at least on the last ones, I was just setting them, you know, next to each other. So like here I'll do, I got black already in there. I probably could cheat and go like this. Get it in there. Do them all in one shots, but basically like that. I'll show you here in a minute. Okay. So we got, you know, basically are stacked red, red, black, black. I just on both sides, terminal equalize it out, you know, so it sits on there nice. And then you got all your 3 button that's down on the ground, and we're gonna get to programming this. This is why you always keep your old whips off your residential garage door openers, because these are about, no, these are probably about 15 bucks a pop. I don't know if anybody knows. Put it in the comment if they bought any of these recently, but they might be like 15, 20 bucks. And what I mean by the whip is obviously here's just a cord. You know, the cord's cut off, and obviously here's your plug, like your standard outlet in your house. Then I'll put another, I call them Lomax clamps. The only thing I don't really care is that Genie does, like they do 3/4. Yeah, 3/4. They do 3/4. I don't know. They at least give me knockouts to bring them down to 3/8. But so I just went and bought 3/4. Cord through there. Try to leave a little extra. Get that wired up, and away you go. Looks like everything's lit up. We're going to see if we can go through this together. So some of you that are kind of new to it, I'm not the best person, honestly. Set close, set clear. Okay. Now what's weird is they want you to push the close. The problem is I'm on a close. That's why it's kind of a goofy. So I got to bring it up a little bit. So the door's up a little bit. And then it says to test. They want me to ask, press close key briefly. Okay, close. Did door close? So I gotta hit yes. So I'm gonna hit the run. It's a little goofy once to get used to it. It's kind of like the Morantex. Idle limit, no limits. Okay. So I don't know if it's easier for you guys to see with the lights off or on because there's a huge reflection in here. I wish I could show you a little better, but so we're in the idle. So I'm close to my bottom limit right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do my close. But I like to leave it. I found they're kind of like the LiftMaster. I don't want to slam it. And this has an overrun. So I'm going to go probably right about there. Just about an inch of daylight. So I'm pretty sure the door's going to have to come up more. We'll see here. Still not out of the hole completely. We got to make sure they're out of the hole too, especially for these buildings. This being a long distance loser, man, you can't afford somebody smacking into it without seeing damage on the header because they'll blame the garage door guy. The garage door never went up all the way. So I think our trick will be is we're going to touch bump stops on all of them. That's going to be our out of the hole indicator. And we're out. That would be your header right there. So we're up above the header, a couple inches. Can't really go much farther, but that way hopefully they hit it, you know. That's the idea. Have them hit the header so there's witness. You go, obviously you drove out of the semi-truck and you hit the header. You hit the door. You took all of it out. Okay, so now it says up, limit clear. We're going to hit, it should go to set, which it did. It just went to set, so now that's set. So there you go. There's that. Now we got to do, we got to scroll. It says down limit. It's on clear. So we'll do the same. Stop it. Probably right there. Okay, so we're back to our, you know, we're down, whatever. So we're going to hit set clear. So now it learned it, so now we're good. Now we got to go to the next. It'll kind of walk you through. We got a mid. I don't want to do any mid-stop stuff. Limit overrun, that's where you can actually, the limit overrun is actually for this down. So I can actually adjust it by a couple of degrees. You know, I go up to 9. Right now it's 0. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can make it so it goes down farther without messing with the limits. So we're going to not mess with that right now. We're gonna go to open. I think it's on the wrong one. It needs a momentary, so that's good because we got safety beams connected now. Which actually, now I look down there, I don't see my photo eyes. Why are my photo eyes not lit? What's going on there? Something get messed up. I forgot. It's my fault. It won't go there, right? The close won't go on the momentary until I get the photo eyes. So open instructions, right? I need to turn them on. So there we go. They're on now. Boom. Now I can go back to close. It should have a momentary, which is MOM. And momentary is good. So I think we're all good. We're going to hit the run. Now we're in the run mode. So it's an idle, down, limit, whatever. Now you just hit it, right? You don't have to hold it. Drop it. Bam. And we're there. So that's good. Now the down's going to be a little goofy. Because it's probably going to stay up. but it actually went farther. So like I said, it's kind of like the LiftMaster, right? The Resis, where it goes past, almost like an inch past whatever you set it. So obviously I didn't set it that close. So the one thing I'm gonna check is I'm okay. My cables are not super duper loose, so we're okay at the moment. I can live with that. I'm probably gonna run it a few more times. Perfect. Doesn't ever seem like it's always on the open, it's always on the close. But here's where, if that door didn't shut enough for me, what I would do is I would go into the set, or it goes, yep, so now we're in the calibration mode, and then you can scroll up, down, stop, no, limit overrun. Okay, so limit overrun would be where I would do it, right? I can actually increase it. Whoops. I hit that, it goes up, right? It's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now it's going to increase how far it goes down. So I don't know if it goes by ½ inch or inch. I think it goes by half, but I could adjust it here, so I'm not going to keep messing with the limits. So it's a pretty nice feature. So we're going to get back out of here, though. It's on 0. We're back in run mode. This one should be pretty much good to go. It does give you the options for different voltages, kind of like the LiftMaster. So you got to plug in your whip on there. But man, real solid, real solid. Like I said, I'm not a big electronic guy for limits and stuff, but I tell you what, these things just, they do work. And they will tell you too, if you have a low brownout, they're a little bit sensitive to low voltage. So they will tell you. So if you got a kind of a sketchy building with power issues, these might not be the best candidate. They like to have their, but it's nice that it will tell you that there is a brownout, that they'll tell you there's a voltage issue. So they're kind of smart that way. And like I said, it is nice that you can pull this out, which is really nice. It's not just built into the main board. So they were thinking on this. So good opener.